Okay, good morning everybody. Alan Briggs from the Eastern Area Gold Team with your September 21st AM briefing. So the plan for today is to continue our structure protection assessments. We did have a little bit of a higher wind event come through our fire area last night and again through today. So the structure protection group is taking extra precaution along the river corridor as well as into Division Y. There was very minimal fire growth overnight and through yesterday's shift, and today we expect similar fire conditions across the Perch fire with minimal backing, 2 to 3 foot flame lengths. As we move into Division Y, moving south, resources were prepping for containment lines and also looking at contingency areas just in case with today's wind event that there was further fire growth. And that's true as we move down into the Salmon Forks area where we have a contingency developing primary and alternate containment plans working in conjunction with the Klamath National Forest. In Division Juliet, they're supporting the structure protection group as well as paying special attention to the town of Orleans and making sure that the fire growth that's on the western side of the fire as well as the existing containment lines are holding. As we move into the mosquito fire, we'll start here on the southern end. Again, western growth yesterday in the mosquito fire was very minimal, even through the wind event. The containment lines were holding with no issues. And as we move north up the mosquito fire and we reach the Division Oscar break here, there was some small strategic firing operations that were occurring, and those were very successful. However, due to the high winds, they were postponed until a better time so that we can have the effects that we would like to see in that area. In Division Oscar, crews continue to prep and prepare for the strategic firing operations that will occur over the next couple of days, and that's also going to be a key piece for the overall objectives of the fire to keep our primary objective of Orleans in a safe spot. Moving up into Lima, there was some good fire growth yesterday afternoon with the wind event. There was one little spot up by drop point 22, and it didn't really threaten anything further to the south, but there was some pretty substantial growth due to an uphill run. And with that, that's the big column that folks were seeing yesterday afternoon during that wind event. Also in Lima, they did take fire up and around and carried that over through a swing shift into night operations and completed the firing operations around the Go Road into down to Nickowitz Road, approximately Nickowitz Road, which leads us into Division November in the Bluff fire. No further firing operations occurred in this area to the north. The fire did move a little bit downslope as folks would expect, but this area was pretty sheltered from the wind event, and so it was a nice, easy backing fire, which is exactly what we'd like to see. As we move south down into Division November, the mastication and chipping efforts continue to move south along the fire containment perimeter with great success, and we should be able to reach this in the next couple of shifts and complete that critical piece of holding. And with that, that's your operational brief for September 21st, 2023. Thank you.